Commemoration of the 2022 Global Action Week for Education, which runs from April 25 to 29, the Executive Director of Brain Builders Youth Development Initiative, Olashipo Abidin, has said that the organization is targeted at driving the domestication and implementation of the Safe School Declaration outcomes in Kwara State. He maintained that the organization have lined up series of programs to be carried out under Safe School Initiative. Olashipo disclosed this during a press conference in Ilorin, Kwara State, saying Global Annual Week for Education is a worldwide annual event which is organized to raise awareness on the importance of education for all. He, however, called on government to take more measures to improve security within and around the schools, especially schools in isolated areas, provide safe and accessible learning environment for children in emergency situations, ensure that teachers are protected and adequately trained and remunerated, and also organize regular training for teachers and students on what to do during emergency situations.
For the avoidance of doubt, the Safe School Declaration Nigeria was ratified at the 4th International Conference on the Safe Schools Declaration, which held in Abuja in October 2021. The declaration was a commitment from governments around the world to keep schools, students, and teachers safe in times of conflicts. It is also to ensure that learning activities continue to take place during armed conflicts. This is in response to deliberate attack on schools and students in different parts of the world, including Nigeria. The Global Coalition to Protect Education from Attacks reported that between 2015 and 2019, there were more than 11,000 reported attacks on educational facilities and or students and education personnel, harming more than 22,000 students and educators in at least 93 countries. Among the countries that were heavily affected by these attacks, according to the coalition reports, was Nigeria, with over 100 attacks on the schools within this period. Gentlemen of the press, as we all know, in recent years, there have been series of planned attacks on schools and students in several parts of the country, particularly in Northeast and Northwest, resulting in the destruction of school buildings and teaching materials and the abduction and killing of hundreds of teachers and students. On 14th of April 2014, more than 200 girls were abducted at a school in Chibok, Borno State. In February 2018, Boko Haram insurgents attacked Government Girls Science and Technology College in Dapchi, Yobe State, where a large number of schoolgirls were reported missing. Also in December 2020, over 300 schoolboys along with their teachers were kidnapped by bandits from Government Science School, Kankara in Katsina State. As of November 2021, UNICEF reported that at least 25 attacks on schools had been recorded in Nigeria in 2021 alone, with no fewer than 1,400 students abducted. Aside the aforementioned cases, there have been many cases of reported attacks by government on schools in Kaduna, Katsina, Kebbi, Zamfara, and Niger states, during which hundreds of students were abducted. These attacks forced the government to shut down schools, pushing thousands of children at risk of missing out on education. Many children are also afraid of going back to school, thereby adding to the number of out-of-school children in the country. According to UNICEF, before the effect of the conflict, humanitarian crisis and COVID-19 pandemic were felt, the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria stood at 10.5 million. But with the partial or total closure of schools in parts of Kaduna, Katsina, Zamfara, and a few other states due to attack on schools and abduction of students, the number of children that would be prevented from accessing education is on the increase. In view of these sad incidents and their devastating impact on the right of education of millions of school-aged children in the country, there have been calls on government at all levels by civil society and international bodies to take practical measures to protect education and save schools and children from attacks. Indeed, attacks on schools and students are a threat to the realization of the Sustainable Development Goal 4 that focuses on ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education and promotes lifelong opportunities for all. Gentlemen of the press, it is against this background that our organization, the Brain Builders Youth Development Initiative, is embarking on different advocacy programs to drive implementation of the Safe School Declaration outcomes in Kwara State. As part of our programs, we will hold an awareness program on safe schools in 50 schools across the 3 senatorial districts of Kwara State. We shall hold a community town hall meeting involving relevant stakeholders to discuss how to keep our schools safe. Additionally, we will organize workshops for teachers and community champions on the process of implementing minimum standards for safe school, the role of teachers and community members in safeguarding students, school emergency preparedness and response and evacuation drill. We will also distribute safety kits to school in the state. It is pertinent to note that we are doing this program in collaboration with the Kwara State Ministry of Education. We sincerely appreciate them. Global Campaign for Education, and with funding from the Development Research and Project Center and the Ford Foundation. Without the support of the DRPC, we would not be able to embark on this project. The DRPC, as through its Safe School CSO movement, supported 24 CSOs across 6 geopolitical zones with funding from Ford Foundation to conduct Safe School Declaration step-down activities and workshops.